Have you ever said something in the heat of the moment and then thought, why did I say that? Or why did I behave in such a negative way? Hi, my name is Vani. Welcome back to my channel, Healthy Done My Way. Today, you're going to learn the simple but powerful difference between reacting and responding and how that one shift can change, well, your relationships, your peace, and your daily life. In this video, you're going to discover this: what it really means to react, what it really means to respond, and a simple tool you can start using today, yes, today, to move from reacting to responding. So, are you game? You ready? Okay, let's get started. Let's start with reacting. What is it? Well, when you react, it's fast and automatic. It's like a reflex. It's driven mostly by emotion, anger, fear, hurt, defensiveness. There's little or no time to pause or think what you truly want or what you truly feel. Or what about the consequences? A reaction usually chases short term relief. You might snap back with harsh words, or you might shut down and withdraw, pull away. You might even make a quick decision just to escape discomfort. I've been there. And then afterwards you often think, that didn't really reflect who I am or what I value. Now, that's the hallmark of a reaction. Emotion led and, well, clear thinking, that comes later, if at all. Now, okay, got that out of the way. Let's talk about responding. What is it? When you respond, you slow down. There's a pause, even if it's just one deep breath. You bring your mind and your values into the moment. When you respond, you consider the consequences, the long-term impact, not just instant relief. No, a response is, well, it's deliberate instead of automatic. It's thoughtful instead of impulsive. And when you respond, you aim to understand, for looking for a solution, and you seek the long-term good for the relationship or the situation, whatever it is. Get this, your emotions are still there, yes. You're not pretending they don't exist. However, they are no longer in the driver's seat, okay? Thinking and values are in the forefront. Emotions, well, they're in the passenger seat. You acknowledge them, and they are not automatically obeyed. So keep that in mind. So in simple terms, reacting is being in the moment, and responding is leading in the moment. Did you get that? Responding is leading in the moment. So how do we move from reacting to responding in real life? Good question, Rebecca. Well, here's a 3-step pause process. Notice, pause, and choose. First, notice, catch yourself getting hot and that you want to kind of like fire back or shut down. Just recognizing and naming it gives you a little space to get to my next one, which is pause. Pause. Take one slow, deep breath. If you can, ask the individual, give me a second to think about this, or let me process this a little more. This tiny pause interrupts that automatic reaction, right? And then you want to choose. Choose your outcome. That's right. Ask yourself, what outcome do I really want here? Then act or speak in a way that lines up with that outcome. Is it peace? Is it clarity? Is it connection, respect, truth? Whatever matters most to you. Okay? Now, here's the thing. You won't do this perfectly, all right? Just get that in your head, and that's okay. The win is noticing faster and choosing the pause more often. Does that make sense? So here's an example of reacting and responding. Someone criticizes you, and your reaction might be, oh yeah, well, let me tell you something. And then suddenly it's a full blown argument. On the other hand, now a response might be you pause, you breathe, and you say, wow, that stung. Can you help me understand what you mean by that? You see the difference? See the difference? Same situation, but two completely different paths. And I know you may be saying, well, Bonnie, what if you're in the heat of the moment? I can't think of all of that in the heat of the moment. Well, okay, this is what I want you to do this week. Pre-practice. Pick one situation where you normally react. Maybe with a spouse, a friend, a coworker, or even in traffic. And what I want you to do is practice the simple 3-step pause. And you know what it is? Notice, pause, and choose. Okay? And what that will do, and I want you to practice this beforehand. And by that, I mean, you know the individuals that you normally come in contact with, and it's the same thing over again, and that you get into this reaction spin tail type thing. You know that. You know the individual. Or it may be traffic. It's traffic that you always get angry. So, and you just react. Okay? So I want you to practice on those. In doing so, I want you to keep the end in mind. And by that, I mean choose the outcome, choose how you want to react, not react. See, no reacting. Choose how you want to respond, right? And then, even if you have to write out a script, do that. And then write that out or just mentally write it out and see how you want to respond. And then practice it. Before you get in your car, just say something to the effect of notice, pause, choose. And you already selected the outcome that you wanted. Now all you have to do is implement it. Get in a car. Before you turn on the key, the engine, just say notice, pause, choose, and practice that. Or if it's an individual, you know what they always do, then practice how you want to feel. Let it line up with your values. That normally helps me. My value, who I am as a person, a kind person. So, how do I want to, with boldness, but with kindness, respond to the individual? Does that make any kind of sense? And here's the thing, once you practice it beforehand and once you start practicing on just little things, now when you are in the heat of the moment, it's just like second nature. Let me see, how can I say this? It's like rooted in you. It's already there. So you've been practicing a while. So when the heat of the moment comes, it just comes naturally to you. And even if you react and you're in the midst of reacting, you can still stop. You notice right there. Wait a minute, I'm reacting. And then you can just pull back. See how that works? And it gets better and easier each time. So I hope this helped. And I hope this helped. I can't talk because I'm trying to talk really fast. I hope this helps. And also, if you know of someone who may need this, share this with them. Okay? So we want to do healthy our way, and that is by responding in a way that is conducive to our health. Oh, I like that. And responding in a way that is conducive to our health. Okay, enough of that. Thank you all, and I will see you the next time.